Okay, let's see what we got here. This is my first time looking at this, so don't excuse anything that I might say that doesn't make sense. Alright, let's start here. So, first off, from the ground, not bad. I think I would like you to be a little bit more backwards. So push those knees back just a hair. Not super far back, just slightly backwards, but not bad. First thing kind of notice is it looks like you're a little unbalanced on your front toes. So if you're looking, if you're looking at the toes or your heels seem to be off the ground before you start, and then they rotate back onto the ground once you get to about right there. So first thing is you want to be completely balanced on your feet. Make sure that you're just totally balanced from toe to heel. So there's that. Another thing is your hands, try to turn your wrist inward so they kind of turn in a little. Yeah. Let's see. Not bad. The bar looks like to be really out in front of you, which is not what you want. You want the bar, it seems like there's a lot of space in between your body and the bar. And I think that has a lot to do with your shoulders and your hands. So if you turn those hands in, and then also pull your shoulders backwards. So it's almost like you're trying to touch your shoulder blades together is how you want your shoulders to be and feel during a clean. So if you try and touch your shoulder blades together and then also try to turn your wrist inward, that bar is going to be a lot closer to your body. Yes, disclaimer, if the bar's closer to the body, you will most likely scratch and bruise your legs more. Just a disclaimer, just in case. So there's that. Let's see. So let's see here. And then yeah, okay, so let's go forward. Not too bad. You want your back angle to be the exact same from the ground to about the knee. So it looks like it changes slightly. It could be the angle of the video, all kinds of things. But another thing I notice looking at this now is notice your lower back. Okay, right now the lower back has kind of got a little S curve to it right now. Okay, but then when you pick up off the ground, and it could be the angle, it looks like your back rounds slightly at the bottom, but it Could be just the angle I'm in. It looks like it starts to round kind of right there. So try to keep that back straight. Keep that S curve. Let's go there to the knee. Not bad here. Again, just keep that bar closer. Turn those wrists in. Pull your shoulder blades back. Try to touch your shoulder blades together, and that bar will be a lot closer. Keep the feet balanced. Let's go. Ooh, yeah, okay. So from here, there's a lot going on wrong here. So when you get to the bar to your knee, okay, so you're right at the knee there, and then from there to here, oh wow. I can't believe I just did all that. Crazy. Anyways, sorry about that. Didn't even realize we were doing hang cleans. But that brings up actually a good note in that when you are practice, or when you are just picking weight up off the ground to put weight in the rack or whatever, just to do anything, we need to be practicing good form. Okay, so I understand you're bringing the bar from the ground to your hip, but you also have to look at this as an opportunity to practice good form. So you bring the bar to the hip, 4 or 5 times in a set. That's 4 or 5 times that you could be practicing good form, and that adds up over the week and over the months, and it just adds up to really good reps. So make sure when you are bringing the bar from the ground, anytime you're bringing the bar from the ground, no matter what you're doing, that you are practicing good form. So, but let's look at this. So from here to your hip, the bar comes out way in front of you. Okay, so the bar is way out in front, and essentially what it comes down to is you're just really loose. You're super loose in your shoulders, you're super loose in your hands, you're super loose in the body. So keep that in mind. Pull those shoulder blades back, those wrists in, stay tight through the body. Yeah. So, all right, now getting back to here, this point right here, you should be sitting in your power position. You should be resting in your power position. And right now you are mostly standing, or you're standing just straight up. Okay. So your power position should look something it should look something kind of like this. So torso is straight up and down, and then you want a slight bend in the knees. Okay, so torso straight up and down. You want the quads come out like that, and then the knees to be a little bent. Okay, and you want to be balanced on your feet. Okay, so any balance in the feet. So going from there down, again, after already seeing a lot of this, you're just super loose. You need to pull those shoulders back, pull those hands in. Okay, stay tight in the body, torso, everything. So first thing I notice from the hip down is you do a hinge, but you don't hinge completely. Okay, you hinge here, and then from there to there, you're squatting down. Okay, you want to hinge all the way down, and what I mean by that is you want to break at the hip all the way down. So everything from the torso and your ankles and your feet and everything stay exactly the same. You're in that power position, so everything should be like this, staying exactly the same, if that's your quad. And all you're going to do is push your hips backwards. That's literally all you want to do. So what you do is you push the hips backwards from there down to there, and then you do a little squat down. It's hard to see. Right there, you kind of bring a little squat. Okay. Anyways, this is just stuff that we'll probably need to work on in person. So now you're here. Now you're at your starting position above the knee, right? To right about there. Okay. Now, first thing you do is you do a little squat right there. See it? Right there. There's a little squat where you're kind of jumping forward. You're pushing your hips down, knees out, forward. Okay, that's not what we want. Okay, what we want is, and actually position wise, is the knees need to be back more. You need to be more loaded in your hamstrings. So torso, hamstrings, more loaded. I don't know if that makes sense. Or, anyways, the knees need to push those knees back more. You need to be, and it looks like you need to be a little more balanced in the feet. So from there, you don't make contact at all with the bar. Body bar contact, there is zero from there to there. Okay, see what I'm saying? And you don't open up your hips all the way, really. So what needs to happen from here is the bar traces up your quad into your hip and then up your torso. Okay, straight up. So what you do is you bring the bar way out in front of you and just pull it up with your arms, with very little hip movement. Okay, so all of that right there, all arms. So you want big arms, keep doing that. So there to there. Yeah. Let's see. That's pretty much it from there to there. I mean, you stand well, you're good right there. But all I would say is this bar needs to trace up your quad into the hip. The bar makes the bar makes contact with your hip, and then you high pull up your torso, okay? And then you throw your wrist under the bar and catch. Anyways, I hope that makes sense. That's pretty much what I see. Again, to re-go everything, whenever you're bringing the bar from the ground, no matter what, practice good form. Okay, for a lot of reasons. One, it's good reps that add up over time. Two, if you're bringing a bar with heavy weight from the ground and you're picking it up off the ground, you want to have good form so you don't hurt yourself. So there's a couple different reasons. Second, stay balanced in the feet. Keep those shoulder blades back and trying to touch them together. Turn the wrist inward. Bring that bar closer to your body. Next, push those knees backwards to load the hamstrings right here. Okay. Push the knees backwards to load the hamstrings. And then when you're exploding up, the bar needs to trace up your quad into the hip to make contact with the hip. Bar contact with the hip, and then high pull up your torso. Okay, high pull up, and then turn over and catch. Okay, so I think that's all I have based off the video. Let me know your thoughts. Also, we will definitely still planning on getting together with you. Things have just been very busy, so I'll get with you with that. But let me know what you think, and hope it all makes sense.